going on, everybody? Yeah, you might remember episode 16, Transparent, and I was in the hot tub, and, there was mixed reviews on that. But, whatever. I'm just going when it comes to me, Episode 12 of Weekly Word was Reflect, and this episode is not about reflect or reflecting, it's about reflection. So Weekly Word 145 is reflection. I remember growing up in the Marine Corps very early on, and there was a saying that you would hear quite regularly. You'd say, hey, if you want to evaluate your leadership, go over to a mirror and look in that mirror and realize that you are a direct reflection of your Marines or those that you're leading. So if you look in that mirror and you're not pleased or happy with what you see, then you can never, ever, ever be in a position where you're not going to be pleased or happy with how your Marines are executing, behaving, or leading. Because you are the example that they have, and that direct reflection that you see inside that mirror is what you should expect of your Marines, because you are their example. So as I take that same analogy and I apply it to 2020 amidst the COVID-19 pandemic, I can't help but think about those people that we surround ourselves with every day as we go through our different levels of lockdown or stay home or essential. And those people that you're around can become a direct reflection of you. The question is, do you want them to become a direct reflection of you? Is your attitude, is your spirit, is your energy something that's admirable, desirable, or frankly, something that you want the rest of the people in your circle to be like? Not saying we should all be the same, but there is something to be said to the impact that your attitude and your presence can have on everybody around you. In the world of social media, that means that your online presence can have an impact on everybody around you. And in some cases, you can become, and you probably are, if my analogy from earlier is true, your friends and people are a direct reflection of you. Meaning that we surround ourselves with like-minded people. Yeah, they say opposites attract, and yeah, there's some truth to that. But when it really comes down to it, if you find yourself in a position where everything around you is negative, there's a large likelihood that everything about you is currently or recently negative. But if you find yourself in an environment of happiness, positive energy, people that are looking for the bright side or for opportunity, then there's a large chance that that's exactly what you're exuding or what you're putting off. So that's what I'm thinking about here as I try to ponder ways to make this situation better than it is, or that so that we can continue to evolve. And I'm seeing great things across the Angels of America family when it comes to people staying connected, staying engaged. Great initiatives have been started and frankly have the tendency and the likelihood to remain in force for the foreseeable future, not just when we're locked in, but initiatives that can be great now and forever. So that is an example of pioneers and leaders coming together and saying, you know what, I'm not going to let this get me down. I'm going to find ways to overcome, and then those around me will become a direct reflection of my leadership and example. Hope you'll have a great weekend.